This is a book review of Return on Courage. We are Accessory to Success. We review a lot of business books here, and if you are a writer or business leader, entrepreneur, you might enjoy our email newsletter we send out once a week. We have a lot of business book recommendations we release in there, tidbits and takeaways from all these great business books that we're reading. You can find a lot of book recommendations in this review in the blog post. If you'd like to go over there, you can find a place to subscribe and links to all of those. This book's also for sale on site. Let's move into the main takeaway from this great book. Oftentimes, entrepreneurs and business owners find themselves in need of a trusted advisor. However, while they want advice, they do not like being preached to. This is where Ryan Berman's book, Return on Courage, comes in. It will help you face your business fears and take a courageous outlook towards resolving them. Storytelling combined with real-life examples and many great quotes make for a thoroughly interesting read. It comes with a workbook within its pages and can be very impactful from an actionable standpoint. Here are some bullet point takeaways of what you'll learn in this great book. Not to fear change, but embrace it. What is courage and the value of courage? Understand that fear is crippling. Take a critical look at things that scare you and then tackle them courageously. Make bold, swift decisions. Follow price. Prioritize through values. Rally believers. Identify fears. Commit to a purpose. Execute your action. Now on to the main summary. Change can be scary. Change could be potentially damaging to a company or brand. Return on Courage helps you snap out of fear and gets you ready to make a courageous change. The book leads you to understand the necessity of change and break status quo, to dominate all the competition in your business category. Another great read on this would be the book Blue Ocean Strategy. A storyteller at heart, Ryan kicks off with a story of the pizza giant Dominos. Domino Pizza had a very poor reputation and their pizzas were of bad quality. Enter a far-sighted and courageous CEO who revamped every bit of the pizza, right from the dough crust, sauce, cheese, and toppings. This he followed up with an intense marketing blitzkrieg, informing the world about their horrible pizza. This campaign was very unpopular amongst the franchise owners. It could have easily ended the new CEO's career. This was followed by the story of revamping of the entire pizza from scratch. The new pizza was presented as a new and superior product, urging and tempting everyone to taste it for themselves and tell the difference. The campaign was unbelievably successful, and Domino's share prices skyrocketed. This tremendous brand success story is the definition of courage. More stories like this can be found in the book Alchemy. This book includes many more interesting stories of grit and courage, how Royal Caribbean took a big risk and put the company online when they doubled the size of their cruise ships, how companies like HBO, Black & Decker, and DeWalt, CVS, and many more took up risks that could have wiped them out, but emerged stronger and more successful because of their chutzpah. These real stories should shake you out of your fear and encourage you to take a leap of faith into unknown and untested territory. If they don't, read the book Poke the Box. The book encourages business people, established and budding, to take a critical look at their businesses and figure out how to do things better and different. An interesting and telling line from the book, which beautifully sums up a world of business wisdom. The ultimate goal is to put your company in a position to create new products or services that can one day be an industry fear to the competitors in your category. Another killer book on this is 0 to 1. Change is the only constant, and different is the only way to defeat your competition and grab customer interest. Frequent and well thought out innovation will enable you to lead the race. Do things that are going to make you different, because different is better than better. A loyal network of employees and people who believe, trust, and vouch passionately for you and your brand is a believership of people. This network is an invaluable asset and should be cultivated by right and moral ethics, conduct, and products. Ryan talks a great deal about the importance of core values, how they shape decision-making and company culture. He says you need to value, respect, and cherish the committed, honest, sincere, and proactive people. These employees are the people that vouch for you. The goal is to build the trust of your community of people. This means they buy into what you have to say. If you are looking to hire and work with such people, you will enjoy this book. I would also recommend the book Who. fear of failure is akin to entrepreneurial suicide. The mind and instincts feed off this fear, and we grow afraid of the unknown and become risk averse, which itself is the perfect recipe for stagnation and slow death. Don't be afraid to try something. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. For more on this topic, read the book Be Fearless. Return on Courage gives you the push and courage to reflect on your existing business, visualize your goals, and overcome mentally restrictive hurdles, and to take the plunge into the next level of business existence. Use the comprehensive workbook and fill out its requirements to get the most out of this good book. The book is most definitely for you if you want to break the mold and achieve brilliant success in your entrepreneurial journey, or especially if you're in advertising or marketing. For another book that will open your eyes to new perspectives, consider reading Quiet Leadership, about the author, Ryan Berman. Ryan is a serial entrepreneur, having started several companies including IDEA, Ad Agency, Courage Brands, Sock Problems, and more. He is a highly sought-after keynote speaker for Fortune 500 brands. Ryan Berman says that getting fired from his job in advertising turned out to be a negative blessing. He thereafter started learning and embracing his new life as an entrepreneur. Research for this book included 3 years of shadowing top leaders to understand how they accomplish their goals. He found courage to be one of the core components of their success. He has 20 plus years in the courageous ideas space and a keen understanding of the power of emotional storytelling to drive courageous change. Ryan is an authority in unlocking courage in leaders and teams. His methods have been featured in Entrepreneur, Fast Company, Inc., and Forbes. Ryan recently launched Courage Bootcamp as an 8-week online course helping companies galvanize their staff and pinpoint their best talent. This has been a book review of Return on Courage. We hope you've enjoyed it. There's been a lot of other book recommendations in this review, and you can find links to all of those in the blog post. Don't forget to sign up for our once-a-week email newsletter where we send out great tips and takeaways from all these great business books, full reviews, and more content on social media. Find us there. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next review.